amazes me how strong the power of love can be. Sometimes you just take my breath away. You watch my love grow like a child, sometimes restless, sometimes wild. Sometimes you just take my breath away. And it's too good to slip by, and it's too good to lose, too good to be there just to you. I'm gonna stand on the mountaintop and sing the news that you take my breath away. You take my breath away. Yeah, and it's too good to slip by, and it's too good to lose, too good to be there just to use. I'm gonna stand on the mountaintop and tell the news that you take my breath away. Sometimes it amazes me. Sometimes it amazes me. Sometimes it amazes me. Sometimes it amazes me. See a hamba, see a hamba, see a hamba, see a hamba kukanyeni kwenkos, 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 see a hamba, see a hamba, oh, see a hamba kukanyeni kwenkos. See a hamba, see a hamba, oh, see a hamba kukanyeni kwenkos. See a marching in the light of God. We are 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 marching, oh, we are marching in the light of God. We are marching, oh, we are marching in the light of God. 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 We are marching, we are marching, oh, we are marching in the light of God. We are marching, oh, we are marching in the light of God. We are moving in the power 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 of God. We are moving, we are moving, oh, we are moving in the power of God. We are moving, we are moving, oh, We are moving in the power of God. Sia hamba, we are marching in the light of God. Sia hamba, we are marching in the light of God. Sia hamba, we are marching in the light of God. Sia hamba, kukanyeni kwenkos. Sia hamba, kukanyeni kwenkos. Oh, happy day. 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 When Jesus washed, when Jesus washed, when my Jesus washed my sins away. Happy day. He taught me how to watch and pray, watch and pray, and live rejoicing every day, every day. Oh, happy day. Oh, happy day. When Jesus washed, when my Jesus washed, when my Jesus washed my sins away. Oh, happy day. He taught me how to watch and pray, watch and pray, and live rejoicing every day. Oh, happy 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 day. When Jesus washed, when my Jesus washed, when my Jesus washed my sins away. Such a happy, happy day. Oh, it's such a happy day. My Jesus washed my sins away. My Jesus washed my sins away. Ooh. Let's celebrate the happy day. Let's celebrate the happy day. Come on and celebrate the happy day. The happy day, the happy day. Let's celebrate the happy day. Come on and celebrate. Come on and celebrate the happy day. I can ride on the wings of the morning. I can fly to the ends of the sea. I can hide in the sands of forever. Sad and it's sweet, and I knew it complete when I wore a younger man's clothes. La la la, la la la, la la la, la la la, la la. Sing us a song, you're the piano man. Sing us a song tonight. Well, we're all in the mood for a melody, and you've got us feeling all right. Now, John at the bar, he's a friend of mine. He takes me like he's free, hey, and he's quick with a joke. Oh, he'll light up his smoke, but there's some place that he'd rather be. Oh, he said, John, I believe this is killing me. As a smile ran away from his face. Oh, I know I could be a big movie star if I could get out of this place. La la la, la la la, la la la, la la la, la la. Sing us a song, you're the piano man. Sing us a song tonight. Well, we're all in the mood for a melody, and you've got us feeling all right. Now, Paul, he's a real estate novelist who never had time for a wife. And he's talking with Davy, who's still in the Navy and probably will be for life. Oh, and the waitress is practicing politics as the businessman slowly gets stoned. Oh, they're sharing a drink they call loneliness, but it's better than drinking alone. La la la, la la la, la la la, la la la, la la la. Sing us a song, you're the piano man. Sing us a song tonight. Well, we're all in the mood for a melody. I hope you are. You've got us feeling all right. It's a pretty good crowd for Sunday like this. And the manager over there, Well, she gives me a smile.
That I do.
Hello, love.
Hello,
How
my
are
darling.
you, darling? You all right tonight?
I'm all right.
Yeah,
Test
you're
driving
looking
a
good.
few buttons.
Did your
I'm
hair
not-
again tonight, didn't you? Looking
Yeah, well, I
good.
thought I'd make up for you two, actually.
What? Because we haven't got any hair.
Exactly.
Oh, well, that's not nice, is it? You come here, and I get nothing but attitude right from the beginning. Now, listen, you've had a good week. You've not buried anybody.
I had.
No, you did,
I
didn't
did
you?
3 at the beginning of the week.
She buried people.
And then I've
That's
had
a job.
nothing since.
Oh,
You don't-
right.
That's a job, yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yes.
I'm beginning to regret turning up.
Well, no. Well, look, put him on screen. Put the man on screen. Here he is, ladies and gentlemen, all the way to the front. BBC major star, antiques expert, man himself, Mr. David Harper. Thank
Well,
you very
hello
much.
to
Here we go.
you.
Round of applause.
Oh, what an audience.
Well, it's lovely to have you here, mate.
Well,
Lovely
I tell
to
you
have
what, that was dramatic because I've watched you on YouTube. It's
Yeah.
fantastic.
Yeah.
But for the viewers at home,
Yeah.
to hear Jonathan is one thing,
Yeah.
but to feel his voice vibrate through your body is another. And this room has been specifically built.
It has.
Because it is in a beautiful location.
Yeah.
But the noise you create is absolutely magic.
You know,
It's beautiful. I felt it resounding through my body there.
I love this man. Do you know,
You can come again, David.
Yeah. I'll come every week. Don't you worry about that. Yeah. I'm looking for a job.
Aren't we all, mate? Aren't we all? Every time something's advertised on Tarsus, they say, do you think I could do that? Yeah. Being freelance
Yes.
is odd, isn't it? We were talking about that earlier.
Yeah.
Because you never know when your next payday's not going to be.
Which is why you do everything.
You do everything.
It's like when I get a phone call, would you be available to
Yes.
do X? Yes.
I know, because I asked you to do this and you said yes.
Yeah.
We went, really?
Yeah, exactly. I'll do anything.
Anything. You tart yourself around. That's fair enough, mate. And I love that. I think actually, that's exactly what I've done all my life.
Yeah.
People generally say to me, we did a gig. Elaine is out there tonight watching, I think. I hope she is. And we did a gig together in Bromley. And it was these, like, I was telling David, it's very funny, because at the end of it, I went for tea with these ladies. It was a group of people, friendship group, basically. And generally they were over 80 and lovely people. And a woman sitting at the table, suddenly she turned to me and she said, she said, oh, you are lovely.
Oh.
She said, your voice.
Hey.
She said, your voice.
You do realise that your wife is in the room
no,
at the moment.
no, but your voice. She was about. This one was about 96. So I
Yeah.
wasn't. She couldn't.
You're
quite.
safe.
Just a couple of
But
years older
she said,
than me.
She said to me, have you got a hairy chest?
What?
And I said,
We're all intrigued,
Sorry.
actually.
I said, you're at the United Reformed Church. Do you mind? They haven't had hairy chest mentioned here since around about 1864. Don't say hairy chests. It was Esau and Jacob, wasn't it? He had a hairy thingy. And anyway, so she said, well, she said, can I touch it?
What?
So I said, I was outraged. So I said, for 20 quid, of course you can. You see, that's what I'm saying. We do anything.
Yes.
Right?
Did she negotiate?
She was bearing me down. She thought she was at a boot fair. That's all I'm going to say.
I'll give you 2 quid.
What's your best price? What's your best price?
Or as we say on the BBC, what's the death? What's the death?
What's the death? Anyway, so it's lovely. We're going to have a nice night tonight.
Oh, it's lovely to
We're
be
going to
here.
have a great old chat and find out about David, his deeper secrets. People always tell their deepest secrets when they come in. They always leave and go, I wasn't going to say that.
Yeah, I know. And the great thing is, it's live.
Yes, exactly. So once you said it,
that's it. There's
you're out there, mate.
I can't be ringing saying,
You
Jonathan,
can't.
can you edit that out because I made a mistake?
No, there's absolutely no editing available.
No, I love that.
You can't edit anything out, can you, Rachel?
I think she's
Silence
edited
is
herself
gone.
out. She's gone.
Can I, whilst you're... Can't.
No,
No,
don't say that.
don't.
No, you can't.
We
Rachel.
hate
you can't
editing.
edit anything,
Yeah.
right? That's it. That's the answer. The thing is, here, I think maybe the strength of it is that because they are fixed cameras,
Yeah.
right? Once you're in the camera shot, there's no cameraman behind it
No.
to kind of inhibit your behaviour.
Yeah, true.
So
true.
eventually, what happens is you forget you're just having a chat.
Yeah, that's
and,
right. Yeah.
and that's the best. I think it's the best way the people that we've had in recently have just been absolutely wonderful. We had a guy who came in from Africa. He comes from Nigeria, and was talking about the persecuted church in Nigeria,
Gosh,
the
yes,
people
of
dying
course. Yeah.
in their hundreds and awful,
Yeah,
awful
but
persecuted.
we don't know a great
We
deal
don't know
about
anything.
it,
No,
do we?
and that's why I had him in, because I thought
Yeah.
I have never talked about
Yeah.
it ever in this room.
No.
And suddenly, people were greatly moved by
Yeah.
it.
They were.
It's disturbing to
It
have
is.
it in,
But we need
that's
to know
part
it's
of it.
happening.
We need to
We
know.
do, yeah.
Because then once we know, I think knowledge is definitely, it arms us.
Yeah, you can do something with it then,
You
at
can.
least, can't you?
You can
Yeah.
do stuff. Anyway,
Yeah.
Right. So you were in Coulsdon Anglican Church, was it?
I was.
Where were it? St
Yes.
Mary's, St Bob's,
St John's.
St John's.
St John's in a very lovely old Coulsdon, very posh.
Coulsdon, yeah, it's very nice.
Very lovely, beautiful medieval church.
Wonderful.
And Reverend Jono
Jono,
Simpson,
yeah.
who knows you.
Yeah, yeah,
And he
from-
passes on his great regards to
Fantastic.
you.
Oh,
And
bless him.
he said he won't remember me. Do you? Of course you remember him.
Of course I do.
Yes, of course.
I do.
I-
Not many people called Jono.
Yeah, yeah, true. And
true.
he's the vicar. He's a young guy, young family, and it's a real vibrant place. I thoroughly enjoyed it. We did 2 back-to-back services, 2 back-to-back interviews.
What did you do in between? Did you go and stay in a hotel?
No, it's just like we did the 9:15, then the 10:30, and it just rolled on. I sold books in between. I was exhausted.
Yeah,
but,
signing, yeah.
But yeah, it is exhausting.
It
but
is.
thoroughly enjoyable. I mean, it was so stimulating. So yeah, a good, busy, vibrant church, really good.
Wonderful. And it's good to see, actually, when we tour. I think the news often is that the church is dying, and that the media tells the story. The Anglican church is dying, but there are more churches than Anglican churches in the country, as I often say, and there are many alive Anglican churches as we speak.
Yes.
So it's a kind of it's a lie told to keep itself. I don't know what it is about the
Well, it's
media
kind
that
of
wants us to be dead.
self-perpetuating.
Yes.
Yes, yeah. Oh, they do.
Do you think that as well?
Oh, I do. I mean, I think now I'm a Christian, a born-again Christian. I think in some ways, when it comes to Christianity, I've become a bit of a conspiracy theorist. I'm thinking
you see it around every corner.
Yeah, and yeah, I do. I think we have been educated away from the Bible over the last 150 years, and now my blindfold has been taken off. I see it occurring today as well, that we're being pushed away from believing in a creator God, because if you don't believe in a creator God, then who do you look to? You look to the powers that control you. There you go. Let's get the conspiracies out.
Yes. Well, let's get some conspiracies out tonight, shall we? I want them all out here, okay?
Yeah.
I don't want any untouched. Let's get the tin hat on, both of us, and wave that conspiracy theory.
Let's do it.
Because the wonderful thing I love about conspiracies is that usually conspiracies give them 5 years and
They
they're
come true.
mainstream.
They come true.
They are mainstream, and everybody's going, "Why didn't you say that?"
That's right.
And just one other thing, which we better get out of the way straight away before I finish this song. Because this has to be, it's getting close to a record. No, it's not quite.
No, miles off a
miles
record.
away from the record. I do an interruption in the song, you see, and then I've got to finish the song.
Right.
But
And then
they
you forget where you've
they
been.
do a book on how long I can keep going on the one song. Is where you come from. Tell us where you come from.
Well, from the north of England.
Yes.
That's my family roots. Yes.
Yeah.
But I lived around quite a bit as growing up.
Yes.
Around the north and in the Midlands.
Yes.
And in Africa.
Yes.
So as a very young child, a baby, we went to Africa, to South Africa.
Zimbabwe.
Well, that was a bit later.
Oh, later on.
And then when I was about 6 or 7, we went to Zimbabwe, Rhodesia as it was.
Gosh.
And then spent some time there, went to school, and loved my experience. I mean, as a child, you adapt very quickly to your environment.
Yeah.
And that life became very normal to me. And then we came back to England in the mid-70s. And, it was a depressing place. It was very dark, Will you remember those days, the power cuts and all of that?
Yeah, it was candlelight.
Yeah, it was. And my dad got an opportunity to become a really good job with an engineering company back in Zimbabwe. So this is just after independence, 1980. And we went back to Zimbabwe.
Gosh.
And
So Mr. Mugabe.
Mr. Mugabe. Yes, I remember at school we had a big portrait of Comrade Mugabe. In the hallway. Every office you went to, every shop just about you went to, certainly every government building and school would have Mugabe.
Wasn't it in the days when he was relatively sane?
Well, we think that he probably seemed to be at the time.
Yes.
That there was always an element of anything could happen at any time.
Yeah, riding on the edge of things.
It was always on the edge that nothing would surprise you. You know, and I remember hearing conversations and having conversations because I'm a teenager now. I had a motorbike. I was riding to school. I knew what was going on, and having conversations at home saying that in England we've got safety and security. There's not going to be another war. There's not going to be an outbreak of something. Well, we always knew something could happen.
Yeah.
So there's always that element. But of course, at that time, there was a conflict going on between ZANU-PF, Mugabe, and Nkomo down in the south of the country. So there was an awful lot of killing going on, but we didn't really
see it where
we were. We didn't experience that directly at that time.
But that was the same in Nigeria. That's what we're saying. In the north of Nigeria, mainly it doesn't affect the people mainly in the south because there's that kind of no-go area in the middle. But generally, it hadn't affected them until recently when it starts to.
Yes,
and then it becomes the rubber hits the road.
Yeah.
Look, I'm going to finish this song, and then we're going to come back to all of this. There's a lot to unpack with you, isn't there?
Yeah.
Sue, you've got obviously some comments you've been writing down.
Well, I'm saying good evening to people, actually.
Oh, are you? Okay. Well, I don't want to interrupt you then.
All right. She's just chatting to her friends.
Hang on a minute. Jerry has written, he's written several things, but I just
already,
spotted this one. JV sings on, never gets weary, or is that a conspiracy theory? Old ladies, they swoon when he belts out a tune. No, you can't touch my hair chest, dearie.
Wow, who is this guy?
Oh, he's like Jerry Cowie.
Oh, he's done it in 5 minutes.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I've got...
He's
he's written to me. I'll read one in
witty.
a second. Anyway, can we finish this song?
Yes.
Because before... It's 20 past 8.
Oh, I'm sorry. He's going to run out of time for John Bound. It's all right. He wanted 17 minutes, but he's going to miss it.
John Bound wanted 17 minutes.
17 minutes. Quick. You got
Well, if anybody...
20 seconds. Quick.
There's a pretty good crowd for Sunday. And the manager, she gives me a smile. Because she knows that it's me they've been coming to see. To forget about life for a while. Oh, and the piano, it sounds like a carnival. And the microphone, it smells like a beer. And they sit at the bar and put bread in my jar and say, man, what are you doing here? La la la, la la la, la la la, la la la, la la. Sing us a song, you're the piano man. Sing us a song tonight. Well, we're all in the mood for a melody, and you've got us feeling all right.
Amazing.
And as the key died away now, we welcome you once again to another evening, show number 196 or 197, I can't remember what it is now, of JV Live. And this time we're with this special guest tonight of Mr. David
Harper.
That's the one.
Yeah.
Do you know, I was just about to call you David Pickard.
He's done
David
his
Pickard
research.
runs. He used to run the proms.
I'm
Lucy
so
proms.
sorry,
Oh,
David.
that's what I
I'm
meant.
so
No,
sorry.
It's an old age thing, you understand. I suddenly went, David, who?
I know.
It was a David who? Anyway, we are there. Now, why don't I do, in this particular... Let's do it at the moment. I'm going to do a quieter one. I love this song from Old Blue Eyes. In the wee small hours. In the wee small hours of the morning, when the whole wide world is fast asleep, You lie awake and think about the girl. Never ever think of counting sheep when the whole wide world has learned its lesson. You'll be hers if only she would call in the wee small hours of the morning. That's the time you miss her most of all. The whole wide world has learned its lesson. You'll be hers if only she would call in the wee small hours of the morning. That's the time you miss her most. Oh, I love that song so much.
And I would like to dedicate that to all England supporters because, of course, they will be up the wee small hours of tonight.
Yeah.
Tonight, isn't it?
Yeah.
You're a
And
footballer.
that will be the time that you'll miss it most of all, not winning.
No, but I'm following it. But I certainly. Oh.
You wish came true.
Because let me just tell the viewers, something like that happened before we went live, and I said I wish that would happen whilst it was live.
So there we are, you see.
Well
and
done.
That is having too much on the piano. I really hate myself, but there you are.
Oh dear.
Go on.
Okay, so another one from Jerry. He's ploughing that tonight.
Okay, go on
JV could be a bit sharper. Maybe his guest today should just scarper. Perhaps David should nimbly call JV Mr. Dimbley to make JV remember his name's Harper.
Wow. This guy's
he's
on
on it.
fire.
Wait
He's
for
on
this
it.
one. I hope I'm going to get on this one there. Here we go. You ready? And this one is from him. He wrote and he sent it to me, this one. So he's thought about this one. David Harper. David K. Harper.
Oh, dear.
Oh, David K. Harper.
Okay. What's K stand for?
Kingsley.
Oh,
Kingsley.
nice.
Yes.
Oh,
I know.
Kingsley Amos and all
I
those
know,
kind
sounds
of...
terribly
Which
cool.
Kingsley
Wow.
were you named after?
I don't know. I'd have to ask my parents. I think there's no real. I'd like to say there was a great family connection
yeah.
somewhere, but there really isn't.
Right.
Oh, that's a shame.
They just
I
like
know.
the
I
name.
know.
It's a nice.
I
It's
like-
got a nice ring to it.
Here it goes. Despite decades of wear and tear and the loss of his fine head of hair, JV has a great sconce neath his well-polished bonce, and he has many talents to share. Sitting by Sue and JV, Steinway-centric David Harper we see. Doppelgangers in Guildford, whose look has been pilfered, ? Sue must be confused, as are we. David Harper's knowledge, historics unique, on his subject considered a geek. With Sue, will he concur, that the man who married her is a true living, breathing antique.
Oh,
That's
that's very good. It is very
David
good.
was found by our God and Lord, and wise words onto pages soon poured. The God Conundrum news will bring, on life, the universe, and everything, a book to grace your shelf or sideboard. I like that.
Sideboard.
With pages 210, Well, I think I don't know. I think he's gone for license here. A good number, one might say, but then JV's books too have pages plenty, both about 220. Maybe he has extra ink in his pen. That would be me. Many of us will surely know David from many an antiques show. Though tonight on this station there'll be no valuation. The Steinway's not for sale. Oh no. On the political front, though, many other stones one might throw. Well, in Barnard Castle, he might have had tested his eyesight. Why? He lives there. Where else would he go? So there we are.
Good.
So is that true? You live in Barnard Castle?
I do.
Or
I do.
near
Yes.
Barnard Castle?
Oh well, 3 miles outside of.
Okay.
But yes, that is my local town, made very famous.
Made
of
very
course,
famous.
by Dominic Cummings.
Who knew about it beforehand?
Well, yeah, exactly. Well, it's always it lives on tourism. It always has done. It's got the castle. It's got Bowes Museum, which is the biggest single art collection in one place outside of London. I mean, it's amazing. It's a French chateau in the middle of the Durham Dales. It's a very lovely place to go driving and walking and all of that. So it's it's not far from the lakes. So it lives on tourism, but it doesn't matter what your political views are on Dominic Cummings. It doesn't matter. The guy came along. He tested his eyes. It put Barnard Castle well and truly on the world map. And you can speak to estate agents, and they will tell you that the phones were ringing, and people were saying, I love this place. This looks marvellous. I'm interested. I want a holiday cottage. I want to relocate. People did relocate to Barnard Castle.
Relocated?
They relocated.
As a result?
As a result. Now, the Barnard Castle is quite a unique place. It's a Durham market town, but it's full of incomers. I'm an incomer. Incomers from all over the country and many from around the world who land there on holiday or whatever and then decide to move there. And I think there was a bit of an increase in that after COVID. And it was brilliant because for the first few Christmases after this event, every shop would decorate its windows with baubles, with pictures of Dominic Cummings.
Dominic Cummings on it.
You couldn't make it up. You couldn't make it up.
You could not.
You couldn't. The town would have to get together and raise, I don't know, 50 million to spend on marketing to get the marketing value we got. It was great.
I mean, it's extraordinary, isn't it?
It's extraordinary.
I mean, and because we remember hearing it, and all of us just went, the country literally took, you could hear the jaw dropping onto tables going, you are having a laugh.
I know.
And he stood in the interview, he went, I
went there to test my eyes.
I went to test my eyesight because I needed to do it. And we went, okay, that sounds fair enough. No, because you need to. A lot of us were heading there to test our eyesight as well. What was he testing it to see if he could see it when he got there, or what?
I think was the story that because he was in Durham and Barnard Castle is about 45 minutes south of Durham, and he drove to Barnard Castle to make sure his eyesight was good enough that he could then go to drive to London. So look, whatever. Thank you, Dominic, because you did us a world of favours.
Has it remained so?
Yes, I think so. It's still a vibrant town, particularly in the summertime. It's full of tourists, so it's got that real lovely feel to it.
I've never been. One of the places we've toured this country.
You've never been?
The shows, and we've never been to Barnard Castle.
No.
Look, now I want to go.
Well, you must.
I want to do a show there now. I definitely want to. I want to exploit the.
Well, I can put you in touch with a good friend of mine who puts on shows in the Witham Hall in Barnard Castle. Mainly comedy shows, but he would do something for you.
Yeah, definitely.
And that would be great.
Yeah. Come on, get some friends.
Come and see me.
Get the churches. That would be brilliant.
Yes.
Okay.
What a good idea.
That's a lovely idea.
Yeah.
And to that end, we're going to go a song for loads of people, I think, actually. But mainly this one is for Gareth. And Gareth, who I watched the Welsh rugby yesterday, and I have to say, I thought it was marvellous. I thought you were very clever to win like that against Fiji. I did. I watched it from a man from Llandudno. No, from Llanelli, in fact. And he sat there quietly, just as Fiji ran away from the first few minutes. And then it was lovely to see it. Anyway, I'm going to sing this song for you, because you are a bit of a pop aficionado, and you have to deal with your wife who loves Donny Osmond still. And I think that I feel for you. I do feel for you.
Can I just say that I did work with Jimmy Osmond?
Did you?
I did.
Oh, stop!
I did.
No, right, hold on.
Yeah.
This is going to be.
Yeah.
This
Hot off
is.
the press.
Yeah.
You worked with Jimmy.
I worked
Little
with
Jimmy Osmond.
Little Jimmy Osmond. What a great guy.
Really?
We did Celebrity MasterChef together.
Oh, for goodness'
Yes,
sake!
yes. And the
Tell us
producer,
more. I'm not going to play now.
Well, the producer said to me, she said, here's your hotel room. And I got this fantastic hotel room in the East End of London before I was going to go and film Celebrity MasterChef. And I've got to tell you that when they called me and said, would you do Celebrity MasterChef? I said, of course. Yes, because I say yes to everything.
Yes.
And then, and then I said to her, but by the way, I've never watched MasterChef at all.
no.
And she went, oh, come on, yeah, of
Yes,
course.
exactly.
And I
They also
went, no, genuinely, I've never watched it. She said, well, you do cook. I said, I don't. And she said, do you want to be on the
Go
show?
and enjoy it.
Yeah. She said, do you want to be on the show? I said, I do. The fee was great, right? So I
Yeah,
thought,
thank you very much. Yeah.
yes.
Whatever.
And genuinely, it was just a sequence of disaster after disaster because they thought I was kidding, that I had never seen the show.
So you knew the format.
Yeah, I knew the format, and they thought I was kidding when I said I didn't cook. I don't cook. Anyway, that's another tale, but I get to this hotel with a wonderful suite with a kitchen in it. And I got the shock of my life. I thought to myself, why does anybody need a kitchen in their hotel room? It did not dawn on me that contestants on MasterChef and Celebrity MasterChef might want to practice their cooking.
Before we got there.
No, yeah, I just put my feet up and went through all the drawers and I got some herbal teas and I was watching TV. All these other celebrities were in the hotel cooking away. I did nothing. And then the following morning, the producer said to me, go outside, there'll be someone waiting for you, there'll be a driver waiting for you, and another celebrity called Jimmy. I said, Jimmy who? She said, oh, I can't tell you. And I walked outside, and leaning against the railings was Jimmy Osmond.
I'll be a long-haired lover from Liverpool, and I'll do anything you ask. I'll be your something and your something and... Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, there he was. And it was remarkable because, gosh.
Nicest guy.
Absolutely wonderful guy. And I said, Jimmy, and he said, David. I couldn't believe it.
He knew
that
you.
Jimmy Osmond knew who I was. He watches Bargain Hunt and Antiques Road Trip. He spends a lot of time. Oh,
We all do, David.
Do you?
I'm sorry
Do
to
you?
say, and I have to tell you, really sadly, I do.
Do you?
Well, listen,
Do you
I
sit
love,
down with your lunch?
I do. No, it's not lunch.
Oh.
No, I used to watch it when it was on actual television.
Oh,
'Cause
yeah,
Now
well-
we don't. No, I mean, we watched you many times on, and you always came across as very charming and a genuine guy, and I loved the idea of it.
Yeah.
It was that you guided people through.
Yeah.
Choosing stuff, and I was an avid booter. I
Yeah.
loved collecting bits and bobs, and the kids came along and they did it for a while with me, and we'd find the odd occasional thing,
Yeah.
like signed pictures by the Olympic rowers that they didn't know it belonged to a family member.
Yeah.
And it was signed because they were their friends.
Yeah.
They got genuine 4 signatures from the quads and he said, oh, I don't know, £5. So it was that kind of thing. So we loved all that, but
I am desperate to know.
Bargain
I am
Hunt.
desperate to know what happened on Celebrity MasterChef.
Well, I wasn't on for very long.
What was your dish?
Well, you see, they said to me, what do you want to cook? And I said, well, I don't cook. She said, come on. What do you? And so I kept trying to tell them I didn't cook. And so she said, well, you have to cook something. So I thought to myself, well, I don't know how to cook anything, genuinely. I mean, I think I've been spoilt my whole life, really, that my mum cooked for me. My
Wendy
wife
cooks.
now cooks for me. Yeah, so I Googled ancient dishes, medieval dishes. I thought, well, I'm in the antiques world.
Yes, might as well.
So you can tell a story through an antique.
Yes.
Let's tell a story through food. I'd never thought about it before.
Yes.
So I Googled how to make a medieval stew, and I got all the ingredients. And there's some ingredients that we can't get hold of today.
No.
So I
Herbs.
spoke to different people who know about these things, and they got put these herbs together, and I made an authentic medieval stew. And I did practice it a few times. In fact, 6 times. I cooked it 6 times for 6 different people. A dish that our ancestors tasted in the 1350s. It's fascinating to me, blew my mind. And every single person who tasted it genuinely said to me, David, that is absolutely revolting.
There is a reason why we don't cook it these days.
Yeah. So I did that. But because I'd never watched the programme, I didn't realise that the format is, because I sent them down the ingredients that I would need to make this horrible medieval stew to take them on a journey back in time. I didn't realise that when you get into the kitchen, you unveil this cloth of ingredients. And they said, celebrities, unveil your ingredients. And I was expecting to see all the ingredients that I'd sent down to make the one dish that I could make. Well, none of it existed. You had to make something out of what they gave you. So there was like a bit of chicken, there was some eggs, sausage meat. I had absolutely no idea. And Jimmy Osmond, by the way, I say he's lovely, and he is. And I'd said to Jimmy, I don't cook. He said, I don't cook. Oh, I said, well, that's great. We can be
really
together.
Does cook.
He didn't half cook. When we revealed the ingredients, Jimmy was. I was right at the back. I ran to the back. Jimmy was over here, and Jimmy was off chopping things up. And I thought, you know exactly what you're doing. And they all did, apart from me. They got me off that show as fast as lightning. And I think I'm the only celebrity in the world who celebrated being evicted from the show rapidly. I was so pleased because I thought to myself...
You couldn't do round two.
No, if they keep me in, because I know TV sorts, I could just see them, their minds thinking, he's absolutely useless.
Yeah, but he's going to be... Yeah, but
let's keep him in.
Yeah.
But I was so useless, I wasn't worth keeping in. So they kicked me out. But then I got an email from the producers a week or two later, from one of the producers there, with an attachment. And she said, David, please open the attachment. You have an award. Unbelievable. I'd never won an award in my life before.
Oh, here it goes.
And I opened it, and it said, David Harper has been awarded the worst contestant in the history of MasterChef across all worldwide territories. My parents were so proud.
We're so proud. Yeah. Isn't that great? You see, but that's the world. I think that's worth much more than OBE.
Oh,
you
my
know where you are with
me.
that one.
Absolutely.
Well, it's unique.
It is unique. Nobody could do it as bad as me. But I took the fee, you see, Jonathan.
Yeah. And we all took the fee, mate. We all went, thank you very much.
That'll be my epitaph. Yes. He took the fee.
Yeah.
And look where it got him.
And it's got him. You've come here and you've told us the story. Can I just tell you?
Yes.
I still haven't watched an episode of MasterChef.
You haven't watched it.
Have never watched an
Apply
episode.
to go on.
Right?
It'll be fine as long as it's boiled eggs.
I mean, yeah, that's right. I could do boiled eggs.
Yeah.
You can do roast
what's his
chicken.
name, Way?
Roast chicken.
I do roast chicken quite well. And I can do a kind of chicken in a sauce. I can. Not very well. But it's no, I think actually it is the point. Even now, I mean, is it cooked for you, the food generally cooked for you?
For me?
Yeah.
Yes, I'm kind of embarrassed to say, yes, I don't do any cooking at all.
Nothing at all?
I don't. I genuinely
What about when
useless.
she's ill? You know, when she's got a cold, do
there's
takeout?
takeaways and things, isn't there? Yeah. I mean...
I know what you mean.
M&S sandwiches. I mean, what do you want?
When she's out, she was away for 3 days.
Yeah. What do you lose some weight?
Yeah. It's time either that.
It's a good way to trim
Chinese.
up. Yeah.
Yeah. You know, and that was it. I just couldn't be bothered.
No.
I think part of the thing is I don't find it. I mean, you paint, right?
Yes, I do. Yeah.
So when you're relaxed, bless you, when you're relaxed or relaxing away from work, and when you're your valuations and you're doing TV and is it a relaxation or is it work for you to paint?
Oh no, it's a relaxation.
And was it always?
Yes, it always was. And then I turned it into something commercial.
A commercial, yeah.
So I always loved painting as a kid, but I remember I went to many different schools moving around an awful lot. And I can't even remember which art teacher it was, but I remember distinctly one art teacher looking at one of my pieces of work saying, Harper, nobody in their right mind paints like you. And it kind of put me off for a very long time.
Yeah. Which is subjective.
It was always that. You know, that they say sticks and stones may hurt my bones, but words will hurt me never. I think it's the other way around. I'd rather the sticks and stones. I can get over that.
You know where you are with those.
But words stick with us, don't they? And it was in my early 40s I just began to think. Again, I think searching for purpose, meaning and peace and happiness and joy in life, which I'd always been searching for prior to becoming a Christian. Always. I'd always questioned, why am I here? Why am I doing this? You know, why have I got a TV job? So, great, I've got a TV job. So what? What's the point in having a TV job? There must be more to this. What am I missing? And in my early 40s, I definitely went through quite a big midlife crisis. And I began to dream about painting. I wanted to paint. And I think I had more confidence then. And so this voice, no one in their right mind paints like you, I dealt with. And I started painting, and then I was just prolific. I would lose myself. It was a form of meditating. And my crazy busy mind going through this bit of a crisis time was calmed and relaxed during my paintings. And then an art dealer friend of mine saw it. She said, "Well, let's do an exhibition," and it worked.
And how many did you exhibit?
27 for the first exhibition, and that was one of the hardest things I've ever done.
Yeah, it's very. You have to.
You really expose yourself in that kind of thing, don't you?
It's exactly that, Sue. You've just nailed it. You expose your soul to the world.
Can you tell me about the pictures? We haven't got any here.
Yeah, the more abstract you see, and I think if you were painting cottages and rivers, you're not exposing your soul.
No.
But if you're painting a bit of abstract fauvism, lots of colour, and people can be very critical and go, "What is that?" You know, and they do. But a lot of it has meaning. And when I look at one of my pictures, I know how I was feeling. I know what I was going through, and it transposes itself onto the canvas. So walking into that gallery was much more difficult than doing live television. Much more difficult. And letting people just look at me and me having to explain the painting was really hard.
It's very interesting. I mean, we did develop this a bit in a minute, because I think the idea of live television, I think it's you and I have similar characters in that you want. You said something that really echoed with me. Whenever I do radio or television interviews, people say, "Would you like a list of questions beforehand?" No, I don't know. Well, don't you want to know what I'm going to ask you? Well, no, I know. What's the worst that you can ask me?
Yeah, that's right.
You know, on radio or television. Yeah. I think it's not going to be anything about this life or that. You know, you're going to be pretty much concentrated on a certain amount of areas. Yeah. And if I don't know what, I'll say, "Well, I'm not sure."
That's right.
And what's the worst you can say is, "I don't know." No. But I noticed with people there was a guy that we used to play, Thomas Allen, who was Sir Thomas Allen, one of the most famous of baritones in the country, and I worked with him a lot at Covent Garden and Glyndebourne and places like that. And he was a great chap. He's retired now. But he could improvise. And so we improvised at Glyndebourne in an opera called
Fledermaus.
The Fledermaus. Very famous but we did it in English, strangely. And it was at the time of the World Cup. And we were told by the director, he said to us, we just said, just improvise at the front there, something in English, but just, or then do it in French. And so you pretend, but neither of you actually speak French. It's that kind of improvise. You understand what I mean? So I said, all right, thanks, Stephen. So we went out the front of the two of us, and we started doing, one of us quick hammer, and I went, what was the mange tu, monsieur. You know, the old... And
Del Boy
one. I got that, mange tu.
Yeah.
And then it was at the time of the World Cup.
Right.
And we did another one, and he would come back with a riposte.
Yeah.
And we always said to each other, don't tell me what you're going to say.
That's right.
Because this live show, we got 2,000 people in the audience. Just do it.
Yeah.
So we did it, and it was England, it was at the time of the World Cup, and I said, Angleterre, 0. And he came back with, La Belle France, 5. So we did this. Now, there was another baritone, Alan Opie, one of the most fine baritones I've ever heard in my life. I loved the man. Great, absolutely, and we got on really well. But he was sensational. But could not bear improvisation.
Yeah.
He needed
said,
to
I've got to know what you're doing.
exactly what you're gonna do.
And he would call us all kinds of names.
Yes.
He said,
Yes.
please tell me what you're going to say. I said, no, you're going to have to go
And
with
you
it.
don't know what you're going to say.
No, you don't know.
And that's what I do with directors on TV. So often when you're filming Antiques Road Trip, you're in a shop with your colleague that you're competing against, and they're over there, you're over here, and we'll create what we call a bump. We'll bump into one another.
Yes.
And often someone you're working with will say, well, look, if you bump into me as I'm sitting on this chair, and if I say to you this, and will you say that? I go, no, I can't do that. And the director goes, well, can't you just do a rehearsal, practice it? No, please, I can't do it. No. What are you going to say? I don't know what I'm going to say. I don't know. And it's always better because it is actually natural.
Yeah.
It's as natural as you can get it.
Completely.
Yeah.
And instead of this staged...
Shock horror.
Well, when you walk in the door and there's the shop owner, the antique dealer is going, oh, hello, Bob, as though you haven't rehearsed walking in.
Yeah.
And we all know that that's how it works. And, I used to do these shots for Songs of Praise, and they did rehearse it and go, no, I don't know.
No.
Well, we've got to give us a guide.
No.
Well, I still don't know.
You don't know yourself.
I don't know myself.
And they don't understand that you don't know.
But other people, now in the early days, what's the word? Aled. We were doing a shoot at the Albert Hall, and he wanted to know, and he memorised the whole of his text, all of it. So not asking me any questions at all. Yeah. He was just remembering his next question.
Yeah.
And I said to him, Aled, chill out, my brother.
Yeah.
It's okay. Just ask me a question.
Yes. Yeah.
Don't ask me the question. Just ask me a question.
Yeah.
And I said, we've got a few shots at this.
Yeah.
But it would be absolutely word for word. And I think for me, it kills the nature of it. You are an improviser. I can tell you just...
Well, I find it easier than learning lines.
Yes.
Don't give me lines, please.
Then
I can't do it. Just give me tell me to talk about something, and I'll do it.
We're loving you on here. Anything's going on here, Sue?
Oh, yeah, people are loving it. What a funny man, they've said.
Oh, that's bless them.
Anything else to say, Sue?
No, I need you to sing a song.
Okay,
You've
I'm
promised
sing,
Desperado.
now.
They're all wanting it.
Now, I think this is for Gareth.
Yeah, Gareth suggested it.
Desperado, why don't you come to your senses? You've been out riding fences for so long now. Oh, you're a hard one, but I know you've got your reasons. These things that are pleasing you can hurt you somehow. Don't you draw the queen of diamonds, boy. She'll beat you if she's able. You know the queen of hearts is always your best bet. It seems to me some fine things have been laid upon your table, but you only want the ones that you can get. Desperado, oh, you ain't getting no younger. Your pain and your hunger, they're driving you home. And freedom, oh freedom, it's just some people talking. You're a prisoner walking through this world all alone. Don't your feet get cold in the wintertime? The sky won't snow and the sun won't shine. It's hard to tell the nighttime from the dead. You're losing all your highs and lows. Ain't it funny how the feeling goes away? Desperado, why don't you come to your senses? Come down from your fences and open the gate. It may be raining, but there's a rainbow above you. You better let somebody love you. You better let somebody love you. You better let somebody love you before it's too late. Desperado. Does that take you back a bit?
That was powerful and meaningful, I
Well,
think.
it was actually.
Yeah.
That the song we used to sing it in our Christian concerts years ago, and it's you're a prisoner walking through this world all alone. You know,
let someone love you.
Let someone love you. Better let somebody love you.
Yeah.
Before it's too late. And it always struck me as being quite a desperate song. 76 it was recorded, I think.
Was it?
Yeah.
Was it really?
He recorded it, and they recorded the string section because it was they'd recorded it was a relatively unknown band, the Eagles, at that point, 75, 74, 75. And Desperado was recorded the strings from the London Philharmonic.
Right.
And so he came to, in those days, they did it to Abbey Road.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
And they had the string section from the orchestra.
Right.
Well, of course, these men were all, suited and booted, and
Yeah.
it was classical music, and
Yes,
we
of course.
we did all this thing about pop.
Yeah.
And he said, I remember, he's a young man. He went in, and this gruff voice, better let somebody love you. You better let somebody love you. All that kind of stuff, rather than all this kind of refined classical voice. And he said, I sung it live with them in the room. And he said, I felt them all going, what's this? He said, I could feel the weight of all the London Philharmonic behind me.
Yeah.
And what it came out like was probably one of their
best songs.
most favourite songs.
Yeah.
Ironically.
And you're right. The line sort of "Let somebody love you" is very powerful.
It is.
We
And
used to find that spoke to people in the concerts, didn't we?
Yeah, and it can be very well applied to the Christian faith, can't it?
It can.
Of
Journey,
course.
yeah, definitely.
Christian journey, yeah.
I mean, this one, which is, we were listening to the Eagles. We watched the live concert from there. One thing I love about we pay for YouTube Prime because I love listening to music in its entirety without interruption.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Instead of come and buy,
That's right.
You're in the middle of Mendelssohn or watching Billy Joel live or something. And we watched this the other day, and it was from the 1994 concert where they got together, and they didn't like each other very much, but they kind of got together, and we loved that sound. I used to love the Eagles. The Eagles
It's
were
the
my
harmonies. They're great, aren't they?
Take it to the limit. But
Yeah.
I love the way your sparkling earrings lay against your skin so brown. I'd like to sleep with you in the desert tonight, with a million stars all around. I've got a peaceful, easy feeling. I know you won't let me down, 'cause I'm already standing on the ground. We used to say we used to sing it together 40 years ago, didn't we?
Oh,
yeah, we did. That was a little.
Oh, it's getting all very romantic in here.
It is,
I'm feeling slightly uncomfortable, if you don't mind me saying.
It's all right. It's not going to go any further than that, David.
I should hope not. This is a Christian organisation.
Exactly. We'll have no funny stuff around here, so put it back where it came from.
Can I ask for a song for our friend Colin Richards?
Colin Richards.
Colin Richards. Colin's been in hospital for a day.
Really?
Or two.
Why?
Yes, because he had a virus and because he's living with cancer.
Living with
and
cancer,
so on.
yeah, he is.
He needed to go in and get it sorted out, which he's done, which is fantastic. So he's home, but it would be good if you could sing him something suitable.
Well, how about this? I wasn't going to do this. I was going to do this, but I think I quite like this song, and I'm going to do a couple. It's by Bryn, my great friend of the show and great friend of mine and great friend of all my records as well, Bryn Howarth. And Bryn, beautiful slide guitar player, played with everybody who's anybody. And he came in and did a show just recently in here for us, which was an absolute stunner. And he sung this song then. And it's a very simple song, and I love it because of the simplicity. And when he plays it, and he goes... What kind of love is this? What kind of love is this? It gave itself for me. I am the guilty one, yet I go free. What kind of love is this? I didn't even know his name. No, I didn't even know his name. What kind of love is this? What kind of man is this? Died in agony. He who had done no wrong was crucified for me. What kind of man is this? Who laid aside his throne, that I may know the love of God. What kind of man is this? By grace I have been saved. It is a gift of God. He destined me to be his son. Such is his love. No eye has ever seen, no ear has ever has the heart of man conceived? What kind of love is this? What kind of love is this that gave itself for me? I am the guilty one, yet I go free. What kind of love is this? Love I've never known. I didn't even know his name. What kind of love is this? And that's for you, my dear boy, in hospital.
Well, he's home now.
Is he home now?
He's home now, yes. But apparently, Fiona said that put a real smile on his face, and she said, I haven't seen one of those for a while.
Oh, that's lovely.
They are
nice.
a great couple of people. And so many people, just to say at this, no, I will say this now, I wasn't going to say much, but something that Gareth posted yesterday on the JV community site, which you can join if you would like to. Please apply. And if you just go in there, just go online and apply to go in. And then what happens is you have to answer a couple of questions if you will abide by the rules, which is to be nice to people in general and not to be rude or political. Generally, we try and keep away from that on that side. But he put something up about, to remind a lot of people, not least of all me, the cost of my transplant. I think in America, he gave a kind of breakdown that I hadn't got the breakdown.
No, but it was shocking, wasn't it? It was a lot
It was shocking.
Lot of dollars.
What it would cost to do the transplant that we did, and to acquire another organ part was $475,000.
Wow.
To do the, and it broke it down, 81,000 or 91,000 for the anaesthetist. The theatre, $218,000. And all these things, it broke down into what it must have been nearly about $750,000, something like that.
Wow. There's a lot of money.
And meds costing something like, well, the meds that I get for free.
Yeah.
That they do cost a fortune. I mean, this is part of the thing is that when they work out what it's going to cost you, are you going to keep it for 5 years? I had my, just for those of you who didn't know, I had my consultation on Thursday, and my EGFR, my kidney count, remained stable at 33. Woo-hoo! It was 36 the last time, but they said this, you are stable. So stable is what's good.
It's an unusual word for you, isn't it?
It's
stable.
unstable.
But we like it. We like it.
Stable.
So it was just under, Gareth said it was just under $900,000.
$900,000 to have that operation.
Right.
So when we moan about the NHS, and when we do about minor parts of it, and I definitely do, the administrative side can be an absolute nightmare for nearly all of us at some point or another. It's actual care when you get it. And the great news, when I came home for it's weird, on the Saturday night I did a show at Millmead, as you know, Millmead Baptist Church, the famous Baptist church in Guildford. And then I did a one-man show, and the second part of it, I did this recreation thing that we talked about some weeks ago, and then the oratorio thing, and then I did a one-man show at the end, and then the pastor at the end with one of the elders came up, and she said, "We're going to pray for you that your week will be," because I said my week's filled with 4 days at hospital, and that your hospital dates will be, that your results will be positive, and as it happens, the results across the board are positive, apart from this hand, of course, which still remains a mystery. And I went to have 1 hour and 20 minutes of electric shocks. I have never experienced anything quite like it. It was like being tased.
Really?
And he kept.
Sorry, have you been tased before?
No, well,
We've had
no,
the
but
idea, but
I feel I have the idea that that's what it was because he kept
I
saying
thought he was going to reveal something.
You know,
Saturday night out in Guildford.
yes,
Yeah, you
the
know what
last
it's like.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah, police did it for him.
No, it's usually at the church. They taste me to just keep me quiet. But anyway, that was painful, and they haven't found out what it is. It's not probably in the arm. It's probably in the neck, which is more serious.
Wow.
But that's another thing. So
Yeah.
I don't fit. I haven't got any strength in my fourth or fifth fingers suddenly.
Obviously, it doesn't affect your piano
Massively.
playing.
No, massively. I'm playing.
Oh,
with
it does.
3 fingers, so I'm jumping.
Right. Okay.
So I can't play.
Doesn't sound like it, though,
it doesn't
David, does
sound
it?
like
No.
it. No.
So I cheat incredibly well, but that's
Right.
from playing it for nearly 150 years
Yeah.
now, nearly as old as the piano. So, but what I'm trying to say is thank you to the NHS for those people who actually could spend a day in hospital at no cost
I know.
to them.
Yeah.
Apart from they're paying the national insurance. And
Yes.
you know what I mean? There is
I do know, and we all moan and groan about the NHS sometimes, and we've all had experiences with it, good and bad. And I had a hernia operation through the NHS a few years ago, which was absolutely amazing. Yeah. It took them 2 years to find the hernia, which is unusual. It was a femoral hernia, something that women normally get giving
Oh, right.
during childbirth. I did it ironically in the gym. I was doing some
just
leg
showing off.
exercises. I know. And I kept going to the doctors, and they were saying, look, it's a groin injury, come back. And if it doesn't get any better, I had scans, and they didn't. It took them 2 years to find it. But once they found it, the care, the operation was absolutely whizzy and absolutely brilliant. But it was just the finding of it. So that was my experience.
Yeah,
of
but
it. But
generally
once
it's
they
good,
get
isn't it?
going,
Yeah.
wow,
Yeah.
yes. Yeah.
And I think that's it. At acute care, that's where it comes in. Administratively, they're a disaster.
Yeah, totally.
But I think if that's the price we have to pay.
Yeah.
Because in what's interesting is in America, the reason that so many transplant victims die after the first 2 years is because they can't afford the medicines.
Well, they get the medicine provided for 2 years, and then they
Right.
have to pay for it themselves,
you
and
on
they
screen?
can't afford it.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which is terribly
so we have
sad.
Yeah.
we are blessed
We are.
with a
We are.
failing NHS, and yet
Yeah.
something that goodness knows what we do without it.
No, the concept of it is absolutely
It is.
fantastic. And it's brilliant, but it can be made better.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
and that is a fair statement, and
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
that's always going to be whatever colour the government is.
Yes.
They all promise what they can promise.
Yeah.
Not just money; it's attitude as well as everything
Yeah.
else. But those of us who are frequent flyers,
Frequent
on it,
flyers.
we're
The
anyway.
other good news that happened this week from the hospital was your
yeah.
phone call.
Unbelievable. So I came back.
Yeah.
This is where we'd been told that the hip, this flipping hip that is characterising a lot of my life at the moment, I wasn't going to be able to see a consultant for a year and a month.
Wow.
And so it was going to be February 27, end of February 27. I could just see a consultant. I mean, now I'm sleeping in that wonderful chair that somebody brought for me. Elaine brought
Right.
and David brought for me. Not the Peter.
Peter.
And they brought over from Croydon for me. So it was. So I sleep downstairs because I cannot sleep in a bed anymore.
Right.
So there's that. But I arrived home, and my consultant had said, "Oh, go and you need to talk to them privately, and then you'll get on the kind of you'll get maybe hastened up the list
Yes.
if you
Yes.
pay for a private consultation,
Yeah.
and then do it that way." Anyway, long story short, I got into the door and the phone rang and it said, "Hello, this is the traumatic orthopedic department."
Right.
Hello.
Hello. Yeah.
Who are you? And they said, would you be able to come to a consultation on the 13th of this month of July? I said, what? Do bears poop in the wood, and is the Pope Catholic? I said, I believe both are true.
Yes.
So she laughed, and I said, yes. What
Yeah.
time? Just give me a time.
Yeah.
So at least I'm going to go and get to see a consultant
Wonderful.
6-7 months
Wonderful.
early. So
and you've got that hope as well
The
now,
hope.
and you need that, don't you?
that is
Yeah.
the central thing, isn't
Yeah,
it,
it is,
with
isn't
our
it?
lives. I think that's what for Christians,
Yes.
I think that's what kept me through the difficult times. That great, with that 4-letter word that you're allowed to use.
Yeah.
Hope.
Hope. It's a wonderful word.
It's a wonderful word.
And it means so much when you find it.
Tell me, do you know what? I'm going to sing a song, and then I'll come and join you. And maybe we'll have some notices, and then we'll spend the rest of the time with you. Now, what should I sing, Sue? Shall I do... I can do oceans, stars, all that kind of thing. What would you like? You tell me.
Can you do oceans?
Okay.
Please.
Let me find it first before you start. And this is a song, I recorded in Nashville, in the Nashville album. And my son Nick pointed me to this one. And it was a song from the Australian group of Christians, who sometimes we don't mention their name, and other times we do, but it's a great song. Tells the story of Peter out of the boat. And I love this song. It reaches parts that other songs just don't reach. You call me out upon the waters, the great unknown, where feet may fail, and there I find you in the mystery, in oceans deep, my faith will stand, and I will call upon your name. Keep my eyes above the waves. When oceans arise, my soul rests in your embrace. For I am yours, and you are mine. Oh. Grace abounds in deepest waters. Your sovereign hand will be my guide. Where feet may fail and fear surrounds me, you've never failed, and you won't start now. So I will call upon your name. Keep my eyes above the waves. When oceans arise, my soul will rest in your embrace. For I am yours, and you are mine. Spirit, lead me when my trust is without borders. Let me walk upon the waters wherever you would call me. Take me deeper than my feet could ever wander, and my faith will be made stronger in the presence of my Savior. Spirit, lead me where my trust is without borders. Let me walk upon the waters wherever you would call me. Take me deeper than my feet could ever wander, and my faith will be made stronger in the presence of my Savior. I will call upon your name and keep my eyes above the waves. I I will call upon your name. Keep my eyes above the waves. When oceans rise, my soul will rest in your embrace. For I am yours, you are mine. Oh. That's for you people out there who are really finding it difficult.
Yeah.
Loved that.
And
a great
they've
song,
really
isn't it?
That
appreciated
was so
it.
worshipful, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's a great song, and it really does touch places. Now, just a bit before I come and sit down and have a little video, we'll have a little moment of break for us, and anything you like, Rachel, in a second. But listen, we're thinking next week we weren't going to be here, but we were going to be away. However, plans have changed, and we are going to be here. So we will only do it if you guys want a show. We will give you a show next week. It'll just be us, bit of chitty-chatty stuff, some songs, stuff, anything you want to do, really. Let us know by hearts, hands, and voices. Just a yes, please, is all I want you to type in. Yes, please. Now, the other thing is right now, before we have the video, if you've got a question you want to ask David, questions, please. I want loads of questions about his job, his television career, his life, the value of your 1648 dresser from
14,000.
14,000. There you go. That's done. Yeah. I've got, by the way, I've asked the neighbours in later. Yeah. They're all bringing their stuff. I hope that's okay.
Do you know, actually, can I just say something like that happened to me recently?
No,
I did. I gave a God Conundrum talk in Sunderland to a lovely group of people. And they said to me, do you want to do some antique valuing at the same time? I said, well, I don't, to be honest. I think I just rather would stick with this journey.
Let's not confuse it.
And the book. And went, okay, but the message didn't quite get through. No. So when I pitched up, all these old dears were appearing with bags full of antiques.
Oh, dear.
So I gave a God Conundrum talk. It took about an hour to sign some books and say my goodbyes. And then two old dears at the far end. One said to the other, I thought he was going to talk about antiques.
Oh, no.
I went, oh, no. I said, who's brought antiques? All these hands went up. And so I then had to do an antiques roadshow. I was exhausted.
Oh, she's too much.
I was worn out. It was too much.
Yes.
I'll do antiques. Or I'll do the God Conundrum.
Yes, not
but
both.
I find it hard to mix them.
There's a level, I think, you won't notice this because you're a young man.
Oh, thank you.
Well, you were born 67, weren't you?
67, yeah.
67,
well, I'm not 67. I was born in
67, yeah. And so, here's me. I'm a lot
well, you're
older
only a
than
few
you,
years
60,
older.
60. I was born 60.
Oh, you were born 60.
60.
Right, yeah.
So, but I'm fit. When we did a show in Southend recently, and after I was tired.
Yeah.
After doing a 2.5 hour show and then signing and then and then talking afterwards.
Well, sitting on the motorway for 3 hours.
Sitting on the motorway,
well, actually, you're right. The driving is really exhausting.
It's exhausting
and staying
when
in
you turn
hotels
up.
And
You are on the minute you arrive. You have to think carefully before you get out of the car.
So true.
I always say, if we arrive half an hour earlier, I'm not going in.
No.
I always arrive on time, 2 minutes early, 2 minutes late. But I don't mind that.
No.
But not. You have to give yourself a break.
You do.
That would be my,
you do. You've got to be mentally totally prepared.
You've got to do that.
And you need to take care of that if you're going to do a good job.
Yeah.
And that's what you're employed to do a good job.
Do a good job. And that is it. And they're not interested in your problems.
No, not at all.
If your leg is hanging off, well, you should have stayed at home and taken the paracetamol.
That's right.
Or as my mother would say, just go to school. That was
exactly.
it. I don't think we ever had a day off.
No. In fact, I remember my father saying, when I'd had a terrible cold, he said, no, he said something like, only if your leg falls off are you getting a day off school. Get to school.
That was it.
That's it. And then it was a problem over. I went, okay, well, I've got to go to school. There was no issue.
No,
I just went to school.
Sorry.
Oh, that's fine.
You were about to say.
Yeah, no, exactly.
You were about to say. I could tell you took a breath in.
No.
You've got to have something. So you've taken a breath in. You will say something now. I don't care what it is. Right? Go on. Off you go. And
I'm just about to say that there are lots of people we are on for next Sunday.
Oh, right,
lots of people
that's
want
brilliant.
to do
Right,
it,
okay.
which is great.
Right, I tell you
It's
what.
Great.
Put the video on.
Oh,
Let's have a little
okay.
break.
That was
Moment we
nice.
can drink a bit of water. Just one 5-minute video will be fine. And then we're back with you with the extraordinary Mr. David Harper. All right.
Well, at least you remembered my name this time.
You remember me when the west wind moves upon the fields of barley. You'll forget the sun in his jealous sky as we walk in fields of gold. So she took her love for to gaze awhile upon the fields of barley. In his arms she fell as her head came down among the fields of gold. Will you stay with me? Will you be my love among the fields of barley? We'll forget the sun in his jealous sky as we lie in fields of gold. I never made promises lightly. There have been some that I've broken, but I swear in the days still left, you'll walk in fields of gold. We'll walk in fields of I never made promises lightly. There have been some that I've broken. Oh, but I swear in the days still left, we'll walk in fields of gold. We will walk in fields of gold. Many years have passed since those summer days among the fields of barley. See the children run as the sun goes down among the fields of gold. You remember me when the west wind moves upon the fields of barley. You can tell the sun in his jealous sky when we walk in the fields of gold. When we walk in fields of gold. When we walk in fields of gold.
which will be fine, and then we'll...
Well, hello. Back again, and the gentlemen are sitting in the chairs having a good old natter, and I'll sit and talk to you and tell you the notices. So, lovely people, we have got a few concerts coming up, and the first of which, well, is a week at Thornley Christian Hotel in Grange over Sands, which will be wonderful as usual. So that's the 25th of July. Still a couple of rooms left, I think, if you want to join us, which would be wonderful, because the week would be remiss without you. So if you can come, please join us. Then in September, we have 2 concerts up. Can you keep the noise down, chaps, please? Thank you. That's fine. You can talk, but keep it down. You distract me. So the 12th and the 19th are the 2 concerts in Scotland. The first one is in Carluke and Law, and then the 19th we're at South Beach Baptist Church in Saltcoats. So looking forward to our little trip up there. October, we are in Leytonstone in London, East London, on the 3rd of October. 16th, we are at Swanage Methodist Church. And 31st, we're at Offington Park Methodist in Worthing. Dawn, you're watching tonight. I hope you're still with us. But yes, we are so much looking forward to joining you on the 31st. That will be wonderful. November, we have one date at the moment, which is at Hazel Grove Baptist in Stockport on the 14th. And then the 14th of December sees us at Hope Church in Dawlish. All the details and everything else is on the website, as usual. Once I've got the details, I put them up on the website there, which is jonathanveira.com. If you want to write to me and ask me a question or talk to me about what it's like to put on a show or anything like that, then it's sue@jonathanveira.com that you need to contact. So, moving on then, let's have a think about Steinway dates. And as Jonathan said, we are around next week. So because by popular demand, you've all said, oh, we missed those, Rachel. Quick. We're not, can't think that quickly. So, so Steinway dates. We are definitely coming back next Sunday, which is the 12th, is it? Yes, the 12th. So yes, we're definitely coming back then, and then we've got a few dates in August that we're going to do. September, we are not going to be able to do any in September because we're up in Scotland, and then we have a wedding. So August is the 9th, the 16th, and 23rd. Guests to be decided at the moment. We've got one in there, but yes, we generally would try and get guests for you. Then in October, the 4th, the 11th, and 25th, and then in November, the 8th and the 22nd. So we will definitely be doing something in the Steinway room right up till Christmas, which would be marvellous. And yes, we're looking forward to that one. And for those of you who've not done anything about it yet, we have our Community Away Day coming up in St Catherine's Parmore, which is near Marlow. So if you want to register, you need to scan the QR code. So you just put your camera over that and it will take you to where you need to go. And then, or you can go to jvlive.uk/JV retreat. And that will take you to the place where you need to register and fill in all the information. So at the moment, we are there actually on the 18th, but you can have the day before and the day afterwards. And we've also, hot off the press, we've got the date up in our Northern Division next year will be the Friday the 30th of April to Sunday the 2nd of May, but with you can actually stay on until the 3rd. So majority of us will be staying on till the 3rd. So that will be wonderful. So yes, likewise, you can get yourself signed up for that to be at the Thornley Christian Hotel with us for the weekend in April to May. So yes, the bank holiday weekend, I believe that is. So if you haven't already subscribed to YouTube, you need to do so. And you do that by clicking on subscribe and hitting the notification bell. We need as many of you as possible signed up to our YouTube channel, because what will happen is as soon as we put up that a show is starting, you'll get a notification. So no more missing Jonathan online, because we're not regular, as you know. We're frequent, but we're not absolutely the same weeks all the way through. So that's what you need to do if you haven't done it already. And I think we can go to Got a Friend, actually. Can we just go to Got a Friend? No, not to that one. Let's go for this one. And if I'm a little bit fumbly, that's because we've got new buttons tonight. So I've got a new system that Rachel has created for me. So Jonathan and David, you're on screen now.
Well, and so Got a Friend Trust. You see, we formed this this charity, I suppose, nearly 5 years ago, and we've given nearly 100 grants out to various people. Yeah, and it basically is funded by people in the community, in the JV community, but it's for everybody. You don't have to be in the community. You don't have to be of faith, of any faith or no faith. Yeah. And if you need it, you can ask for it. Wow. So my point to all of you out tonight is there somebody who needs the help? Is there somebody who needs to ask for this week? We want you to just throw caution to the wind, and your own sense of, it's not for me, it's for everybody else. Just let's get it done. So apply now. You've got it on the screen. If you're embarrassed, come to me, please, or to Sue first, and we can refer you through to Adrian in the Isle of Wight, who will then have a look at it and start looking and working out what we can do. You'll be asked some questions about it, but that's about it.
What kind of things are we talking about here?
We're talking about things like, so for example, if somebody had a washing machine that blew up, or a microwave or a bed,
cot or a pram or something like that,
or they know somebody who is really poor,
needing something like voucher. If we know that they're really struggling, then we find out their local supermarket and we provide them with vouchers.
£200 of food.
Absolutely fantastic.
So it's
very simple. It's not
right.
It's nothing
all it does.
It just helps them know that
it's a very small charity. It's a very small charity, but the people here have provided thousands upon thousands. Just keep going. It's so wonderful.
I love it.
It's a lovely BG charity that we've people often they give 200 here or a pound there. Yeah, whatever they can afford. Yeah. And it's that and
it goes into the pot.
It goes into the pot. Yeah. So it works like a cooperative, really. Yeah. In a way, so it gives to the need. So some people have paid into it when they could, and then they've used it.
Very good.
When they are not in want, when they're in want, Yeah. And we have been in the position where we had no money, and the people on this thing, they were able to. They helped us. Yes. So we now reciprocate with a charity, and we'd love you to do that.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Have you been involved in charities yourself over the years?
No, not really. No, I haven't. I've worked for charities. Yes. Just doing gigs. Yes. And hosting. But no, I've never actually been involved in a charity.
Didn't I read somewhere that you won you were the first person to, when you did charity, what was the auction program?
The Antiques Road
Trip.
Yes.
And you raised 2,400.
Yes, that was on the very first run, the very first series. Yeah. So I won the first series with a bit of luck, if I'm honest. So in the early days, this was, about 15 years ago when the Antiques Road Trip came out. Yeah. And the format was kind of different, and we would roll the money over.
Yes, to the next
So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And at the end on the Friday, the one with the most money won the show. But in the first series, it was bigger than that. And we all got together, so there might have been 5 teams out on the roads, and we all went out with all the money that we'd made throughout the whole week and bought one item and sent it to auction. Oh, God. It only happened once. It was a great idea, but very costly to film. Anyway, I had made throughout the week about 300 quid, nominal, about normal, and I bought a Chinese cabinet. And I loved this thing, and I knew that it had been made for the Brits in Hong Kong in 1890-ish, and I knew that the Chinese didn't really buy back that kind of stuff. They wanted the very refined pieces made earlier, made for the Chinese market, particularly the emperor and emperor's household, which would
so that would have been 1750s.
And into the 19th century.
Oh, really?
Very much so, but a very different style, very unassuming. This was in your face, carved dragons, carved frogs. And it was
a Western view of
a Western view, showing off how much money they had, and then bringing it back from Hong Kong in the early part of the 20th century. That's what it was. And I knew that the Chinese at the time were not buying those things. Yeah. So I paid 300 quid, and I thought it might make 500 or 600 because it was a good one. Yeah. Anyway, I just caught the beginning of the slight change where the Chinese buyers were now beginning to look at pieces made for the Western market and buying them back, because they basically bought everything.
Everything
back
they
of
could.
those
Yeah, there wasn't much left.
Yes. And one of my great friends is the biggest antique dealer in Shanghai. And I was there a couple of years ago, and he has a 10,000 square meter warehouse full of antiques, and I'm talking £100 million, £200 million. I don't know.
You're joking.
And I'll tell you something else he doesn't know either. But he has hundreds of these things, and he's buying now British furniture as well. So, markets change.
Yes.
And people think the antiques market is dusty, and it doesn't change. It does, it changes. So I was just very lucky that I caught it on the change. I paid 300 quid, and it made 2,400 in auction. And it made me look like, this guy's a rock star.
Yeah.
But I didn't know what I was doing. I just thought it was a good buy, a nice thing. I did not expect.
So to that end, when I'm looking at these things and I'm thinking, because somebody wrote in and said, JV, why don't you should go on there and do it with one, and you'd be great, because I said, because I love trying. I've always tried to guess since the days of the Antique Roadshow.
Yes,
and Sue booked me books on it, and I could, with almost unerring accuracy, say £1,500.
Right,
and I could say, it's about 1750s, 1780s. Therefore,
good.
Turning on the feet were in a particular, and that therefore meant the market at the moment, it doesn't take it because it's too big. They want smaller pieces. So when people would go for smaller pieces, I say, go for the smaller bit, the lighters, the snuff boxes.
That's very true. That's a good rule of thumb in actual fact.
Is it?
I think so. Something you can pick up and walk away with for certain. But if you want really good value for money, go and buy, maybe not a Steinway, but a grand piano of an ordinary maker, or a massive sideboard, or a bookcase for no money. You're talking low hundreds.
But then when would you? But I know. But I mean, this piano, even with its provenance, when Steinway came in, they said it's worth about 7. Therefore, they will sell it for 90. They'll do it up.
Yes.
And they'll sell it for 90.
Right.
Because of its provenance.
Yeah.
But they'd buy it from me. For about 7.
Right.
Okay.
Okay. I'm in the wrong end of the market. Just so you know.
Yeah. But that meant, I said to them, well, how does that work in them? Well, it's about nobody can house them, is what I'm saying to you.
Yeah.
So large pieces of furniture.
Well, that's it. You've nailed it. That's why, if you've got a big house, a big room, a big Victorian terraced house, you can fill it with the most exquisite furniture. And say a bookcase that might cost you £200 in auction, and it would cost you £5,000 to make it. £10,000 to make it. The quality is so that good.
It's joinery is.
It's outrageous.
Do you ever lose fascination with this?
No. Well, I say no. So my instant response was that no, because I've been asked this question over 30 years, I suppose, and the honest answer was no. However, things have changed a bit. So yes, the answer is no. I'm still very interested in antiques and the history side of it, and the connections to real people, and the stories and all of that. But since becoming a born-again Christian and finding God is so much more interesting than any George III sideboard.
And he's a real genuine antique.
He is the ultimate.
Ultimate.
I mean, he's been around for eternity. So,
right.
So you
the
can't get any older. My goodness
words.
Me! Yeah. So yes, I have lost interest. That's not to say that I've lost interest. My level of interest,
changed.
yes, because there is nothing more fascinating than the Bible, the life of Jesus, God, Christian philosophy. There's nothing more.
Tell us about this, because your journey to faith through television celebrity, running a business in Miami, owning shops and in the trade, all of this kind of stuff, for MasterChef and being known. But you said that wasn't enough for you. What led you eventually? I mean, that was the culmination. The book is the culmination.
But I didn't.
But the
set
journey
out to
started.
read it.
No, where did it?
Well,
start?
It started from the moment I could think, because from the moment I could think, I always questioned why I was here. It was always a problem I had. Even as a young man, I used to think that I must achieve something. I must become something before I die, because if I don't, what's the point in living? It was a real problem I had to deal with. And that's not to say that it made me miserable. It didn't. I've been generally a happy person. I've had my ups and my downs like most people. And I think maybe mine are a bit more dramatic, ups and quite lows as well.
Really?
But yes, absolutely. But I've always had to wear a mask.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Right. And so when you say this, when you mean low, you mean depression?
I have been depressed, yes. And I certainly go through, again, not so much now, but I'll get onto that. But all my life, I've lived quite high, above average happiness.
Yes.
I'm doing. Then I'll get bored. Something will happen, and I'll crash.
Yeah.
And I will go low. And yes, I do. I absolutely have suffered depression. There's no doubt about that. And then I'll change something. I will force a change, and sometimes that hasn't worked out well. But it has sent me on this journey like this. And so I've always thought, what is the purpose and the meaning of life? And I searched for different things. And as I got older, I looked at the Eastern ways, Buddhism. I looked at all of the Eastern ways. I looked at the our old ancient Celtic ways, nature, getting in touch with the universe. And then I found Stoic philosophy, which really helped. And this was several years ago. And I was beginning to feel like I was getting somewhere. Didn't answer all of my questions, but it certainly solved a lot of the difficulties and taught me to use difficulties for good. Anyway, that's where I was, not satisfied, but getting a bit better. And then something happened to my daughter. So Hetty, my daughter, is a singer-songwriter, rock music.
Oh, is she?
Oh, yes, very much. And she left where we are in Barnard Castle and went to London several years ago, and to make it. And she was getting places, and then just something changed. She became very unhappy, and really suffered with the mental health. Became depressed, supremely depressed, self-harming, and with suicidal thoughts. And now her story is her story, of course, but I can tell you that nothing could fix her. Nobody could fix her. Doctors couldn't fix her with chemical antidepressants, therapy sessions. Nothing could fix her. And as a father, as a parent, and a mum as well, we just felt utterly useless.
Yes.
And we were useless. We were worse than useless. And there was nothing I could do. And if I had all the money in the world, I would give her everything, and it wouldn't fix her. All the money in the world would not fix her. Nothing could fix her. And we were devastated. She was devastated. And then she started studying mediumship and going into spiritualism. Oh, my goodness. Yes. Now I know. At the time, I honestly thought, well, if it helps her, go for it.
It's the line, isn't it?
Yeah. And as you can imagine, she got worse.
Yeah.
And didn't want to live.
No.
And somebody suggested to her that she was spiritually bankrupt, effectively, and that she should look for Jesus. Now,
and who was that somebody?
It was somebody in the medical profession.
Oh, interesting.
Yes, it is interesting, and that there was basically nothing they could do with her. Then maybe it was spiritual.
Yes.
Go down that route. Now, I come from a non-Christian family. I wasn't a Christian. I suppose culturally we would be described as Christian, ethically, morally, in that way. But I come from an entrepreneurial family where making money and career is the most important thing. That is the most important thing. And I get it. I get it. But that was never satisfying for me. Getting a new car or a job on TV was never fully satisfying. I had to pretend it was, but it never was. So we encouraged her when somebody said, fine, look for Jesus. And we said, well, great, if it works, darling, go for it. She found a church, a lovely pastor and his wife. They took her in. They parented her, really. They fed her as well. They would take her back to the house after the Sunday service, talk to her. And over a couple of months, I noticed a dramatic change in her on the telephone. And I'd see her periodically, but speak to her regularly and ask her what was going on. And she would talk to me about Jesus. Oh, gosh. And this was like, well, this is very, very interesting. And I genuinely found it interesting. And looking back now, I know that Jesus was knocking on my door at that time. Things were happening. But I was listening to her and watching skeptically, I've got to say, because I was concerned or believed that this newfound lightness in her would go away. It would be a honeymoon period. it didn't. The darkness kept getting lighter. And it's the only way I can describe it. She lived in pitch black, and then she was becoming bright light. And we would be talking on the phone, and she would giggle. And
you hadn't heard her laugh.
And I didn't think I was ever going to hear that. And it would make me very emotional.
Yeah.
And so I monitored her, hoping that this was real, but wasn't sure. Then in 2024, she came home for Christmas for 2 weeks, and we had just the most wonderful time. And we visited Durham Cathedral, York Minster. We talked about Jesus. She told us about her journey. She told us that, it wasn't about her anymore, because it was all about her when she was depressed. It was all about her and no one else, and she'll admit this. She said, it's all about Jesus. And I couldn't believe this. And then she left for London, and I said to Wendy, do you know what? This is real. This is a genuine transformation. Our daughter's life has been saved. She's found something, and I now need to know what it is. I know of Jesus. I didn't even know whether he was a real person or not, but I knew of him, culturally Christian. So I sat down one Sunday and I said, I'm going to research what it is about Christianity that fundamentally changes people. And I thought to myself, it'd be like researching a George III sideboard. It might take me 2 hours to nail this. Well, I just dived down the most fantastic rabbit holes of information. But Jonathan, what I wanted was, I didn't want the spiritual side that Hetty was telling me. It's Jesus.
Yes, you wanted the information.
I wanted facts, information. I wanted history, science. So I looked at the beginnings of time, and I contrasted the Christian belief system against atheism, because I wanted the two. I didn't want to be led biasly by these born-again Christians who were telling me it's all about Jesus. So, now, don't give me that. I want the science. I want the history. And blow me, I found it. I looked at the beginnings of time. I looked at evolution. You could drive a horse and carriage through it. I looked at the life of Jesus. I discovered that he was a real person. I interviewed people during my research, and I would say to them, do you think Jesus was a real person? 50% thought he was just a myth. In today's world, they don't know.
No historical acceptance
Yeah.
of, it doesn't matter that there's evidence. They say, no, he's like Father Christmas. It's
No, absolutely. I couldn't believe it, because it doesn't take a rocket scientist to discover that there is more written about Jesus of Nazareth from antiquity than any other living person by tens of thousands of times. The documents are pure, the first century documents. I didn't know that the Gospels were biographical Greco-Roman accounts of a real person. I just thought they were myths.
his provenance
It's
was
beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful provenance. And that's what I found. And I studied atheists who had studied Christianity, because I found them fascinating. So I write about a lot of atheists that I came across who went to study the Gospels, the life of Jesus, and the histocracy of Christianity itself in an attempt to debunk it. And they couldn't. And they became born-again Christian. I was fascinated with these people. And they're very well-known people. And you're talking about big detectives in America who cracked murder cases, went to dispel the Gospels, and came out saying, these are real eyewitness accounts, and these are the scientific reasons for it. And then I looked at the resurrection, and I'm getting a shiver, a beautiful sense through my body right now, thinking about the resurrection of Jesus Christ. Because if that was real, I thought to myself, then he's God.
Yes. If it's not, then what you're wasting
That's
your
right.
time.
I thought to myself, I've got a 50-50 chance here. If this is real, everything in the Bible is true. Everything. You don't have to think about anything else. It's real. So I looked at the resurrection, and I analysed 2,000 years of investigations against it. That's what I wanted. What's your best claim against the resurrection? And you've got everything from, it was a mass hallucination, it was the wrong tomb, he wasn't really dead. That's a very popular one. It was an imposter. All of these things have been attempted over 2,000 years to debunk the resurrection. They cannot do it. The only logical, sensible conclusion is it did happen. And that, for me, was sealed by the gospel accounts, or the stories of the gospel writers and Jesus' followers. Because, these people, it's a historical fact, they ran away when this man Jesus was arrested. Arrested for being a rebel and executed. They ran away, and I don't blame them. because the Jesus movement had come to an end. If they're going to kill the guy, it's over. They were doubtful, they were confused whether he was really God. Of course they were, because they're human and they're skeptical. They ran away. And then it's a historical fact that they say 3 days after he was executed that they saw him alive. It's a historical fact that they say this.
Yes.
And then it's a historical fact that they were persecuted for 40 years for saying it.
Yes.
And they were given every opportunity to not say it,
renounce,
to save their lives. They wouldn't do it. They were persecuted, tortured, ridiculed, lived in poverty until almost all of them were torturously
11 of the
killed.
12. Yeah.
11 of the 12. And many other hundreds and thousands of people who followed them.
Yeah.
So you realise that nobody dies for a known lie. And it's never happened in history. People will die today for lies, things that they believe, but nobody will die for something that they know is not true. And they were given every chance to do it. So it to me, it's logical that these people were telling the truth. And so I believed that the resurrection was a real thing. But, here's the but, I had it here in my head, not in my heart, because I didn't want the spiritual thing at the time. And I was getting all a bit confused now, thinking, I do believe this is true. I actually believe Jesus is God, but I'm not feeling it. And then writing about the Turin Shroud in here and Jesus' life and the crucifixion. I had to write about the crucifixion. I had to get an understanding of what this man went through voluntarily, because he didn't have to, he could have escaped multiple times. He could have surrounded himself with money, with armed guards. He got nothing like that. He did it voluntarily. 6 hours of torture. And I started getting, when I was reading about Jesus and reading the New Testament, getting to know him, wow, I just started to get these rushes of emotions of joy from nowhere. And I didn't know what they were. And I couldn't hold on to them. I tried to recreate them. I couldn't. They kept coming, rushing, and it would make me want to weep with joy. And I was all confused. And then finally it broke, because I remembered a conversation I'd seen on YouTube, because I'd been working on this now for several months, 7 days a week, non-stop, turning down work, by the way. David, will you do this gig?
Serious?
No, I'm busy.
Sorry?
Genuinely. Yeah. And I watched, I recalled a video I'd watched with John Lennox, Professor John Lennox, from Oxford University, mathematician.
Brilliant
Fantastic, great academic. And great Christian.
Father of Kirsty, what's her name? Oh, the singer, Getty. Yeah.
I didn't know that. Yeah. Okay. But I'd been devouring him, and I thought he's just such an interesting man. And it was an interview that he had with someone that came to my mind from nowhere. And it was where John Lennox was asked by the interviewer, how do you know Christianity is true? Yeah. And he said, well, I think I do know. And the older I get, the more convinced of it that I am. He said, let me give you an example. He said, 2 weeks ago, I bumped into a girl that I'd last seen 6 months ago. When I'd last seen her, she was very depressed and dark and self-harming. Crikey, that sounds very much like my Hetty. And then I saw her 2 weeks ago. She was full of life, full of light. What? Happy, joyful. Crikey, that sounds like Hetty. And he said to her, I said to her, what's changed in you? You were so depressed, now you're so happy. She said, I found Jesus Christ. And it was that. It was that. It went from here and it dropped into here. And all of these facts, the science and the history and the documents which I write about in here are vitally important, I think they were for me, and they're so interesting and very little known. Proof of Christianity.
Just to say at this point, the book here is called The God Conundrum, right? Here it is. I'm giving 2 of these away tonight. 2. David has graciously allowed us to give 2 away. We will post them out to you. You can get them otherwise, but apart from that, I'll give 2 away, and I'm going to say the first 2 people to write in now, the first 2 people exciting. To write in, get the book, and we will send it out to you post-haste, okay? The God Conundrum, it's an extraordinary book, and it's taking the the internet by storm, and it's taking churches by storm. You were in preaching this morning, speaking in
Yeah,
two services.
yeah, I love it.
And people are. What has been the general response?
Well, remarkable. And I take no credit for this personally. It's become a bestseller, and I just published it myself on Amazon,
And
quite quietly.
And it's
But within 10 days, it was a bestseller. And it's still a bestseller now, 6 months later. But it's not me. This is information that is there. It's all about God.
hold on, we've got
Go on.
So yes, Jerry Cowie
Jerry Cowie,
and Chris Chivers, which is brilliant.
Chris Chivers, and
Right.
I'll get
Good.
you can sign them for them.
Of course
and
I
we'll
will.
send them
Of course I will.
off. Thank you for the generosity. That's very
No,
kind.
no, my pleasure.
So that it's become a bestseller.
A bestseller.
What about your BBC colleagues? It's come to 5 to 10.
Yeah.
What about your BBC colleagues?
Well,
in the
bless
business?
them. Bless them. A wall of silence. That's
That's
all I
you
can say. That's all
That's
I can say.
what they do.
A wall
They
of
go-
silence.
Or they say something like, I'm really glad for you, very
Yeah.
happy for you.
Yeah. It's just it's a no-go area.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
Faith
it's a
is-
no-go area. And mind you, apart from, I'll tell you the story very quickly, which I found very amusing. I was having dinner with a friend of mine who owns a massive antique centre, biggest antique centre in Europe, Helmswell in Lincolnshire. Great guy, Rob, and we were filming together, and we're having dinner, and he said, I had Antiques Road Trip in the other day. I wasn't there. And he said, one of your colleagues, and I won't mention the name because that would be unfair, but
inappropriate,
she ran in. And I'd seen her previously to this, and she knows about the book quite obviously because she ran in. She said, Rob, what's happened to David Harper? He's gone mad. I thought, great, good. You think that. You
Brilliant.
think that. You can call it madness if you want. Christians have been called mad for 2,000 years. And they will continue and get used to it.
Mad is good.
Mad is good. You can call me what, I don't care what people do to me, what they say to me. I don't care. And I don't care, in truth, if I never get any TV work again. I don't care. This,
Let's change your life.
God, is much more important. And if I would rather go for a cup of tea in a church and talk about this than go and get paid a load of money to go and do something else.
There's something actually about the reality of faith. Sue and I, we say this, the gigs that we still do, we were doing so many back in the day, but we do now after that amount because of illness. But I love standing in front of people talking about Jesus.
Yeah.
It's kind of, I make them laugh, we tell them stories,
Yeah.
but at the heart of it, we sing and talk about Jesus.
How beautiful.
And that's what
Yeah.
it's about, David.
Yeah.
It does my heart good to see that.
Yes.
From to see
Yeah.
a younger man
Yeah.
with that passion and burning passion to be a lunatic for Christ, a fool for Christ.
That's great.
If
Call
that's
me
what
mad.
we call,
Call me mad.
Call me mad if you like.
Absolutely. Go
And I
for
think
it.
actually that the life that you live with them, it will be seen. They
I hope so.
They
I do.
often
Yeah.
will say these things and they feel them. And I know from my life in the media, it was faith, as you say, had a great big road closed
Yes.
sign over it. And if it was, you were one of those weird people.
That's right. And don't get him talking. And not that I have had an opportunity to, but they're petrified when we go, right,
Because
sit
after-
down, I'm
yes.
going to lecture to
Yeah,
you.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
not that at all.
It's not. It's living that life with them.
Yeah.
David, you've been an absolute inspiration to people today.
Oh.
So if you had any...
Oh, people have loved
Oh, bless
every
them.
second of it, and they have loved your testimony, loved
Oh,
your
thank you.
approach.
Thank you.
It's touched everyone tonight, I think,
Well,
which is amazing.
Thank everyone for that. That
Well, we
means
hope
an
that you
awful
can
lot.
come and join us again, and we
I'd
can
love
talk
to.
more deeply
Yeah,
about because I think that would be nice in the towards about November time. I've got loads of people wanting to come into the room though.
Yeah.
And we'd love to have you back.
Well, you're too popular, aren't you?
Well, we
That's
are
your
at the
problem.
moment. Strangely, we've got these people that say, "Can we come back and do
Oh.
do this book or just
Yeah.
talk?"
Yeah.
What I like is to hear about people's lives, and your life is fascinating.
Well, I love testimonies. I
Yes.
love listening to testimonies on YouTube. I don't care who they are.
Yeah.
And I write about a lot of testimonies in that. And I write about famous people's testimonies, not because they're famous people, but because people can search them and
Yes.
prove what I'm saying
Yes,
is
true.
true.
Yeah.
But I do say there are, hundreds, thousands on YouTube. And I just love it, the way that Jesus transforms people's lives. And even though we've got the evidence, the foundation of it all, the real proof is that spiritual transformation. It is the born again
Yes.
moment. You are a new spirit.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, I'd feel honestly, it's just and guess what? It's free.
Yeah. You don't even have to pay for it, but you have to pay for this.
Oh, you
book.
do for that.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
How much is it, by the way?
It
It's
is $11.99 on Amazon, and it's on my eBay as well. It's in bookshops as well, but
But
Amazon
Amazon
for
gets
me.
more money to
Amazon
you,
or
doesn't
eBay.
it?
Yeah.
But please just go to Amazon or eBay and buy the book, the God Conundrum
Yeah.
by David K. Harper.
Yes.
And it's piled up here, and it'll be piled up on the YouTube. I'm going to just sing a last song, and then we're going to go.
Lovely.
Where are you staying, tonight?
I'm staying in East Horsley.
Oh, East Horsley.
And then I'm going to UCB tomorrow for some
morning.
interviews.
Okay.
In the Midlands, and then I've got the Cedarwood Festival. Can I give them a quick plug?
You give them
Yes,
a
of
plug, go
course.
on.
In Bedale this weekend in North Yorkshire. Young guy, absolutely on fire for God. It's a new festival, only a few years old, and I'm speaking there, and it's my first Christian festival. And Hetty, my daughter, is coming with me, and that's so
wonderful.
excited.
Wonderful. Do it together.
So excited.
Is she speaking as well?
No, which she might do. I'm speaking, but we're going together. We're going to spend a Christian weekend together, and I can't wait.
It'll be a great thing.
Yeah.
Right. Take me off.
Fabulous.
Soon.
Yeah.
Okay, right. I'll take you off.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you. Thank you, David. That was
Thank you, Sue.
marvellous. Absolutely
I've loved
wonderful.
it. I've loved it. So I'll just move in for a few days then,
Yes.
shall
That's the
I?
only
Yeah.
week.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
We have an ensuite loo available and bedroom, good bedroom. Sue just basically, she's got the whole of the top floor now.
Oh.
Because you got four bedrooms. She just goes between them. Dressing rooms, bedrooms.
Oh, she's like a princess.
Oh, she is. That's
Yeah.
my wife. That is my
Well,
wife.
having had to share the house with 16 pianos or whatever it's been over the years, I
Of
think I
course.
deserve the top
You
floor.
do.
There were four.
personally.
Yeah.
Just four.
Oh, there were 2 grand pianos. At one point, two grand
and
pianos.
one upright at one point.
Wow.
Go peaceful in gentleness through the violence of these days. Give freely, show tenderness in all your ways. Through darkness, in troubled times, let holiness be your aim. Seek wisdom, let faithfulness burn like a flame. God speed you, God lead you, and keep you wrapped around his heart. May you be known by love.
Be righteous, speak truthfully in a world of greed and lies. Show kindness, see everyone through heaven's eyes.
God hold you
Enfold you and keep you wrapped around his heart. May you be known.
as you go this week. May you be known by love, and the Lord
Amen.
bless you and keep you. The Lord make his face to shine upon you, and the Lord give you his peace. The Lord bless you and keep you and turn his face towards you and be gracious unto you. Thank you very much for
Amen.
having us. We put David back onto camera, will you, just for the last
Okay.
second? It's been lovely having you, mate, and lovely to have met you. And I feel that we're brothers from a different mother. And
yeah, we need to do a bit of investigating.
I think we'll have to find out something somewhere. But in the meantime, until we meet again, God bless you and in all that you're doing.
Thank you.
And please go and buy that book.
Please
do
do.
it now before you regret it. And those 2 books will be finding their way to you very soon. God bless you.
God
And it's
bless
good night
you.
from all 3 of us.
Yes, good
And
night.
It's good night from
Good
him.
night. Good
Bye-bye.
night.
Good night
Good
from me.
night.
Good night.